Today we're going to show you some things you need to survive in the dystopian world of the Giver.
The first thing that you're gonna need to survive is anti-stirrings. You don't want to take these stirrings if you're a person like Jonas, because they get rid of your feelings and emotions. This medication also makes your mind suppressed. You also cannot dream. When you are dreaming, you also cannot see things like hills if you don't take them. If you are a person, just a regular citizen, you want to take these because if you don't, you'll get in trouble. An example of this is on page 46 and 47. It would be an example of breaking the rules. Speaking of breaking the rules, next thing is a rule book. If you don't follow these rules, you'll get in a lot of trouble. More specifically, you will get released, and release is the same thing as death. Since Jonas is now the receiver of memory, he has his own set of rules. He can lie, and he can ask citizens any questions that he wants, and he will receive answers. Although he cannot sign up for release, and if he tries to run away and gets caught, he will be released. And if he gets away successfully, everything will be chaotic. An example of this is on page 87.
The next thing you need is a temperature climate control remote. This is needed to survive because it controls the weather and the temperature. To grow crops, the weather is always the same and never changes in the world of the Giver. On page 106, there is an example of this. Snow. If there is weather, there would be snow, and snow has made growing food very difficult and impossible at times. Even traveling has been impossible. And unpredictable weather can make transportation very, very hard. People can die because of the snow and because of the weather, and the things because of the crops can't be able to grow. And this can lead to starving, which can lead to death.
You will need a first aid kit in Jonas's world in case you get hurt. When Jonas jammed his finger in the door, his mom immediately called for medicine. Wouldn't it have been easier to have it right there on page 214? Jonas also mentioned that kids skin their knees falling off their bikes. Band-aids are needed when this occurs. You will need a comfort item. This is essential for children like Lily and Gabe on page 23. It makes them feel safe. Just like its name, this object was made to comfort people. And this is the only reminder of animals to them.
One thing that we can infer that you would need is a life vest. We can infer this because on page 61, Asher says, "I don't have enough buoyancy to swim, and I sink." Also, later in the book, it tells that there is a river in the community, and kids have gone in there and drowned before.
Next is a book of natural science. This could be important in the Giver's world because if you ever journey outside your community and have no idea what is happening, this book could help you figure out what the strange animals and plants were. If you ever come across something you don't understand, you would look in this book to find out what it was.
Another thing that you would need is food. Every day in each dwelling, there is a packet of food that is given to each person. This is a container that the food will look like. It includes some fruits and some vegetables and a daily meal. And this is on page 217, where Jonas is not able to find food anywhere when he travels outside his community. This is because the farmers have stopped farming the land. That's why. Another thing that you would need is a jacket. Jacket is necessary This jacket is necessary for keeping you warm. It keeps you warm. When you travel outside your community, it helps you, like elsewhere. When Jonas went to elsewhere, he did not have a jacket. That made him and Gabrielle very, very cold.
Another thing that you would definitely need is a bicycle. In the community, bicycles are the main form of transportation. They'll get you where you need a lot more quickly than walking. And especially you would need a bicycle because in the community, if you're late or you're not in the right spot at the right time, that you'll get severely punished, which is the death penalty. You would be breaking rules, and breaking rules is very deadly in the community. On page 33, Jonas used his bicycle to get to his volunteering work at the right time.
We thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed a show of the things you would need to survive in the giver's world.